IQ means intelligence quotient. It's a test like a scorecard. It's a way to measure how quickly and effectively you can think in certain situations. But here's the fun part. It doesn't measure everything. Painting a beautiful picture, writing an amazing story, or even comforting a friend when they're upset, those don't show up in an IQ test. Neither does inventing a new gadget or coming up with a clever joke that makes everyone laugh. IQ tests just focus on things like solving math problems, recognizing patterns, or remembering sequences. But can a number really capture everything about how smart you are? The average IQ of a person is 85 to 115. Above average is 115 to 130, and 130 above is highly intelligent, very intelligent. The test of IQ is more like a snapshot of how your brain performs in specific areas, not the full picture. Think of it like a sports score. It tells you how you did in one game, but it doesn't measure how good you are in others or how good of a teammate you are. To understand IQ better, let's take a quick trip back in time. The idea of measuring intelligence started in the early 1900s with a French psychologist named Alfred Binet. Binet was asked by the French government to come up with a way to help identify students who might need extra support in school. He didn't want to label kids as smart or dumb, but rather to measure their ability to learn and solve problems. Binet's first test wasn't about measuring IQ, not at all. It was about helping kids. But soon, people realized that these tests could be used to check intelligence in a more general way. Fast forward to 1916, when a man named Louis Terman at Stanford University took Binet's ideas and created the Stanford-Binet Intelligence Scale, the first true IQ test. This test became widely used and popular. IQ scores began to shape people's life unfairly. In Nazi Germany, these tests became a tool to justify horrific action, leading to the killing of children with learning disabilities. To explain this better, I spoke with Dr. Ideahor, a biologist with expertise in intelligence and history.
The whole idea in itself is wrong because someone's IQ is low, like we agreed that it can change with time. So if those children were given time, it could have changed. So killing them was it Hitler that did that? He was a madman now. Hitler is called a madman. He wanted to annihilate and eradicate anything that did not fit his own perfect German ideal. He wanted blue-eyed, blonde-haired people. He himself was black-eyed though, and black-haired though. He didn't have blonde hair, but he wanted an Aryan blood. They must be blue-eyed and blonde and fit a particular whatever he puts there.
IQ tests don't always work for everyone because they focus on specific skills like logic and problem solving. But what if someone is a brilliant artist or an incredible athlete? These tests often miss those kind of people, which is why some people think they are unfair. They don't consider people's creativity or their talent, things that are just as valuable but harder to measure with a test. I mean, take Ben Carson for example, who was a very dull student and later turned out to be a renowned neurosurgeon. If his IQ had been tested when he was much younger, it most likely would have been very low. But now it obviously isn't. This shows that IQ is not a fixed measure of intelligence and it can change over time. Now that we've seen what's behind IQ, let's put your brain to the test, shall we? Here's a fun challenge inspired by real IQ tests. If you get all 3 questions right without pausing or going back, you should definitely work for NASA. Alright, let's go. If you got all the questions right, that's special because I think I got 0 or 1, I think. But intelligence isn't just about getting the questions right. It's about wanting to learn more, and that's the key of what we're trying to learn here. If you time traveled back 100 years and took an IQ test, did you know that you'd probably be considered a genius? That's because of something called the Flynn effect. It's a fascinating phenomenon where average IQ scores of people have been steadily rising over generations. But it's not necessarily because our ancestors were less intelligent or dumb. It's more like we've gotten better at taking tests. Modern education, better healthcare and environment, and also quick access to information in our daily lives have all sharpened our brains over time. So in a way, it's like humanity has been leveling up in intelligence in every generation. So, as we've seen, being intelligent isn't just about solving equations or acing a test. It's a mix of creativity, emotional understanding, and adaptability, and also so much more. Maybe intelligence isn't about being the smartest in the room, but about knowing how to use your strength to make the world a better place. If you made it this far into the video, thank you, because I really enjoyed making it, as I think you liked watching it. So, thank you. If you want another video like this, just check the other one out. It's about supercomputers and it's very awesome.